Cindy, Garrett.
Oh yeah, me, sir.
Okay, thank you, Garrett, and thank you, Mr. Lee, for the credit. And hello, everyone. Welcome to our awareness chapter workshop meeting. So, in this meeting, like Mr. Jing said previously, in this meeting, it's a place that you can develop your understanding, and by the end of the meeting, you know which part you need to fix in order to achieve your SLA, right? So, the first topic that I would like to bring is basically the March 2022 focus, which project, which activity, which campaign that we should uh, prioritize in order to achieve our SLA, to achieve our goal, and also the talent mapping as well. So by looking at the February 2022 performance, there is, as you can see, some of these red words here is not achieved, and this is bad for us, bad report. Okay, especially on the conversion Airbnb from conversion page to inquiry in Istanbul. Okay, this is obviously way below to our target. Okay, so that's why on the March 2022 focus, I need for the guest spot to focus on the conversion, the conversion, inquiry to and instant book. So that's why the first on the daily conductor, I need Wei, Kak Wei, and Jesselyn to working on daily conductor. I need you guys to really read the guideline, to really take a look our best practice, and please please provide your time at least 1 hour a day to routine, doing this routinely every day. Okay, the goal is to achieve the inquiry at Istanbul SLA. And the second one, the active content data. This is pretty good new approach. So I saw that Jessica has been actively looking for the opportunity on the inquiry. This is Jessica from BI. She's pretty sharp on investigating which inquiry that potential loss, not converted. Okay, so I need uh, Jessica and Reza in this case to working together to active doing content data based on Jessica input. So I just get a report from Jessica this morning that one of two our property is Mivila and Atra is hard to find. Okay, it's just basically Jessica said it's hard to find for guests. So perhaps this opportunity for Reza to bring complete information on the listing, perhaps on the welcome message or something else, to develop better conversion. Okay, so that's one of main project for this month, and I need. Okay. This is important task, important things. I will check the understanding first. Okay, to Kak Wei, where we can see the guideline of the daily content author. Which guideline we need to take a look? Which description is looks like that it follow our guideline or not?
There's actually one example in this awareness or branding. Wait.
Okay, you want to help me to find it?
Yeah, there is in the guest quote.
Okay.
The example is on the copywriting for the
Okay.
property marketing. That's the right copywriting that we have to contoh.
Okay.
We have to
Where is
make
it?
example.
Where is it, Kak Wei?
Oh wait, I send the link.
Okay, this one, copywriting for market property.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Tell me more about this.
This is the copywriting on the Airbnb that we should take example of, because of the best format example. You can click there. Yeah.
Okay. So, what we need to do to continue daily content data?
We need to complete the incomplete of the listing that maybe it's made like months or years ago. So
Hmm.
everything that the potential guest asks, we need to complete it.
Okay, that's good. So you already understand about the employees. So I would teach or to guide Cecilin to apa namanya to bring the level same understanding for you. So I need you two guys, Kawe and Cecilin, to working on daily content data. Follow our guideline. We already have a tools, but needs to force the adoption. Every single listing that we have, it should follow the guideline. Understood, Kawe and Cecilin? Okay, good. And then active content doctor, I need Reza working on Jessica, and I already mentioned you guys on the Trello card, but I haven't seen the response both from Reza and Jessica. So Reza, please check your Trello notification and respond to me how is your understanding? So you need still clarity or something like that? I don't know. Over to Reza.
Okay, Gani. I'm sorry because my phone is I reset my phone this morning because in 2 until 3 days ago my phone cannot
Reza, let's
attach.
stop you here. All right.
Okay,
Gani, everybody, we're not really interested in hearing this type of reason. This is a really, really low quality reason. Okay. This is like when you go to school and your teacher asks you why you didn't do your homework. You said, I ran out of paper at home. I couldn't do my homework, or my dog ate my homework, or whatever it is. You work remotely, Reza. So basically, your only thing that you need to do is you need to be able to get a somewhat stable internet connection. Okay. Now, I'm pretty
okay,
sure that you're a grown man. You can probably find a stable internet connection. I'm not saying all day long, but just enough so that you can get your work done. Okay. That is like
okay,
saying in any job, oh, I couldn't find a ride to get to work, so I couldn't show up to work today. We're not going to listen to this. This is a low quality issue. If you had this issue, we shouldn't have even brought you in the first place. Okay. So please fix the very basics. That's your responsibility. And don't come here to talk about that. Nobody really wants to hear that here. Okay. What we want to hear is this. If you anticipated having this issue, Gani has a phone number, Gani has an email address. You probably have friends. You can write him and say, hey, Gani, my internet is out. Right. So don't count on me in the next 2 days. But we should not have to come, find out, and then have you tell everybody your excuse here. That is an excuse. That is not a really quality reason. Okay. You're better than that. So please step up, do the right thing, and help the team trust that you can do your job. Okay.
okay. Thank you, Mr. Jing. I will check the
Okay, this is
trailer
a
for
low
it.
quality problem that yeah,
I will check it
yeah.
and I will coordinate with Jessica for the active content doctor, right?
Yes, I did. The response is by today, Reza.
Excellent.
Okay,
Excellent. Okay. For
okay, I will.
everybody here, please listen up, right? I'm not doing this on Reza to be nasty. I'm not doing it to be mean. And Reza, please don't think that I'm picking on you, okay? But we are here to inspire delight, okay? We are accepting and taking people who are serious about the mission and vision of the company. And the basics of being able to work here are you need to have an internet connection. I know that can be challenging. If you have a financial issue with that's an issue, then please bring it up. We'll be willing to help. Okay. But otherwise, I would expect that everybody who is serious about their career, serious about being here at Bukit Vista, to take it upon themselves to cover that simple responsibility of just being present and available for remote work. There's a lot of great things about remote work, right? Don't need a commute. Don't need to you can stay at home. That's great. But you do need to get the very, very most basic thing done, which is you need to be able to get online. Okay. That's not just for Reza, that's for everybody. Please don't say, oh, whatever, I couldn't get internet. Oh, what that's plan ahead. Okay. Any type of remote work, if you enjoy remote work, any type of remote work will require that. If you don't, then you can go and commute back and do a job that requires you to be offline. Okay. All right. Done. That's my public service announcement. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jing. Moving on, continue to the next project is I saw on the Instagram. So why? Because here, as you can see on the performance level, uh, our Instagram already have a good inquiry. It's 97. It's way above our target. This is good, but the profile visit is still not achieve the target. Okay, so I am imagine if we can double the profile visit, and then guess what? The number of inquiry is way more up. So I need this one is Jocelyn to take over the Instagram. Like you already have a good experience in 3 months behind to engage with audience, basically to increase our profile inquiry increase as well. Okay, Jocelyn, is it understand for you? It's good for you? Okay, great. The next one is on the website, page view and inquiry outload. So focus this one is basically on the awareness, more traffic to landing page. This is can relate to our social media project which on Instagram, how we type uh, from our big traffic or drive traffic more on the website since we have already good listing appearance on the website and good user experience. We need to give more traffic on that. And also not forget to mention is to discover new opportunity as well. So currently in this March, me and Lilis is working on the Traveloka, a new source of uh, OTA that is seriously promising in Indonesian market. And the second one on the CRM, customer relation management. This is one of is initiative by Reza on the WhatsApp project. I saw Reza has been struggling to try different types of message, send to respond. So in this case, I need to Reza to develop your messaging, the message, the communication strategy. Please bring it on the next branding meeting. We can help you to elevate your messaging to be able to convert more response. Yeah, Reza. So I just saw you already have a good structure on the CRM on the WhatsApp project. That's one of the solution from Mr. Z. This is a matter of message Reza. Just need few adjustment. You already have a audience list. You already have a good timing. I saw need to apa namanya adjust the message. Okay. And the third one is this is very also good opportunity. 360 photos over to KW. Okay, perhaps a quick check. Okay, KW, why we need 360 photo here?
Because it makes us like we're in the property. It's like a real life tour.
Yes, yes. This initiative came up with your previous Instagram ads. Remember, Pitch House 55. There is 16 inquiries, but no one is converted to booking. Asking to visit. They want to look at the property. So this is apa ya? And the property itself is cannot be visited if there is no one hosting there. Our Bali host cannot hosting them, and then there is no staff. So we need this kind of tools to solve that problem. Mr. Zing, I saw you want to say something.
I want to reinforce this way. So, this apartment that I'm in right now, I rented it without seeing it at all. Okay. So, I never saw it before I actually came, and I committed a 1 year lease to it. Why? There's a 360 walkthrough. So, I didn't need to visit it at all. I had a pretty good idea about where everything would be, where the kitchen, where there, it was exactly as one would expect. Okay. So, pretty simple. The reason why people really, why this is really good is it speeds up the deal, right? They don't need to go inspect the property and then we need to coordinate a visit. And, if there's a guest there, they can't see it anyways. It really helps zero in that decision. Yes, this is the space I can live in. So, more likely to get instant books, more likely to have less objections to a closing the deal, and ultimately It's a cool experience, right? So it works. It works, everyone. And in fact, most of the apartments in the US right now, they don't do visits because apparently there's nobody to, even here in this whole big country, nobody will open the door for you, right? So you have to visit virtually before you commit. And most of the time, people are pretty happy with that. So it is the way of the future. And you can rely on that to improve the speed of your deals. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Singh. So, Kak Wei, you know the reason. You are pioneering on this, and you are working on the next future of innovation on hospitality industry, especially in Bali. Other competitor doesn't have this feature, but we are the leading. Okay, so I need you to really working on this month. Kak Lilis already give you the list of the property, right? Mostly in Canggu. So you have. Okay, thank you very much, Kak Wei. Continue on this one is also a new opportunity for us, which is merchandising. This is a pretty new idea for marketing. So basically, what merchandising did is basically to wrap up the apa namanya. We market the property, but using the apa namanya the advanced storytelling. Okay, so we wait, let me see. So we already have a good calendar here. Okay, I saw on the guest card both Kawe and Reza already do adoption on our tools on the calendar. It's pretty cool, pretty good for you to planning what's next. And what I mean by merchandising is something like this. No need to thinking really hard. We just can take a look one of our great OTA in Indonesia, which is Traveloka. So they basically provide some sort of fake promo, you know what's called it. That's kind of merchandising. So they are VIP program, coupon, teman tanggal merah, or grand bazaar, or flash sale, something like that. This basically the price is normal. Basically, if you know the price is normal, but they kind of wrap it up with apa namanya with good storytelling, with good stories. So it's good time to book a villa, something like that. So this is a flash sale. Oh my God, I need to make it fast to book a villa. So this is a good our chance to improve our conversion. And I saw Jaslyn is pretty good on the managing Instagram. You have a good storytelling, Jaslyn. So I trust you to develop this idea about merchandising. Furthermore, for details, you can talk to me or to talk BI team to develop this one. Okay, Jaslyn, is it clear for you? All right, that's for the guest spot. Let's go over to real quick question to Garrett. Garrett, did you know what is our core problem in partner spot awareness?
Is what awareness. Okay, so the number of visits is actually low. The number of visits is lower. However, the leads are increasing. So we're still a bit confused on which channel should we should optimize, right? So that is like the main
Mm,
problem, right? And right
mm,
now we are still trying to optimize the main website because we think that we could improve that by using UI UX. Okay, I think Sejing
mm.
wants to say something.
Okay, this is a good opportunity, everyone. So whenever you have this type of situation, I would do this. Gareth, why don't you schedule a time with? Do we have a BI support here, Gani? Somebody that can maybe Jessica? Yeah. Okay, Gani, just Gani. Do we have a BI support here for this particular chapter, Gani?
Oh, for partner spot, I believe Irfan
Okay.
and yeah, Irfan.
Okay. It might be somebody who has more of a marketing specialty as well, but okay, let's do this. Gareth, you might have found some gold. Okay. So you need to find out what is the gold and what is the dirt. So if you do get more leads and fewer views, it generally means that you have pointed your radar in the right direction. Okay. So there's more signal coming in. So then the next step is to point it deeper in that direction and try to see if you can get even a higher, more enriched quantity of leads with fewer views. That would be, or you could just pump up the views and get the same proportion, and that would be good too. So this is an analysis situation. If Gareth hasn't brought up the reason yet, it probably means he hasn't found the reason yet, right, Gani? So that means he probably needs somebody to help him analyze. So Irfan or me, we can help you with that. So just schedule a time, I think, either maybe even today, and then we can dig in and see where you can continue to find success. Yes, over to Gani.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Jing. So remember, Garrett, last week we already have assigned Bella and Irfan to help you to find out the reason. Okay, so they are pretty good on the inspecting the opportunity. So you have right to ask them, hey, where is my analysis? So ask them. Don't wait until tomorrow. Just do it today. Ask them for the follow up. Hey, Bella and Irfan, where is my analysis? I need this to bring it up next meeting.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that, Gani. I didn't know that it has already been assigned. Yes,
Yeah.
Gareth, come to these meetings prepared then, right? Because that way we can sometimes opportunity. And listen up, everybody. Listen up. This is another misunderstanding I see happen a lot. If you think that once a week is enough to report something, that is not good enough. That is very, very slow. All right. So if you find the reason, let's say Gareth, right, pointed his antenna in the right direction, but then he waited a week to find out where something was. Maybe that opportunity would have just already left. Right. So ideally, shorten the time. Try to get immediate feedback for, hey, I think I found something. This is pretty good. What is the reason? Then an analyst can look through it and say, oh yeah, it's because you used this correct message and you targeted this audience and you did it on a Sunday. That's keep on doing that, right? And then you can keep on building it. So that I would say is a pretty good insight. And ultimately, that can be what you write in our guidelines. You can be like every Sunday, if you advertise at this time with this message, you can see a 30% spike in the quality of inquiries that come in because that's when people go shopping for property managers, right? So that could be an insight that could be very, very valuable in the future. So don't hesitate, anybody, to discover quickly, act quickly. Don't wait a week. Okay. All right. Over to Gareth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kak Gani, should I just report my findings on the ads experiment?
Yes, but I need to make it super quickly, Garrett. Just
Okay,
one
okay.
minute, 1 minute to tell what's your next focus this month. I saw you develop Google Ads and on-page SEO. Yeah,
Yes.
could
Okay.
you? Yes.
I'm just going to go through this very quick. So if you could go
Yep.
it down. So the
Mhm.
number of impressions that I get for this month is actually half than last month, but then the number of clicks is actually the same and actually more than the last month. So the CTR is way more achieved. However, I'm still having problems with the budget because I initially planned for the ad to last for 1 week, seven days. But however, after 5 days, the budget runs out. So I think there is something we have a problem in there. I also optimized the CPC cost. Previously is 4,000, now it's only around 3,000. Okay. The others is simple improvements, like for example, like the gender and age. I already achieved better because previously the ads show up to younger audiences. However, now the 18 to 24-year-olds are actually decreasing, and we get more audiences from older audiences. However, I need to target more to the, I think, 35 to 45-year-olds. Okay. And I found out about the day and time. So Mondays and Tuesdays, I get no results, so that is not effective. So I already found some actionables. Maybe make the ad 24 hours because since we are targeting audiences outside of Indonesia, right? And then like for the days, I plan to target it from Tuesdays until Saturdays. From the number of devices, it is still the same. We still most of the visitors are still using phones rather than computers. And the rest of the information there is just about the keywords that I use. I will arrange that on my own. And however, though, the devices that visit our website, we can use this information to improve the SEO. Kakani, you can go lower. Okay, so again, until the SEO part.
Oh, wait. Stop there. There's a really good insight there. I think I see it. All right. So let's see if anybody else sees what's good. Does anybody else see what I see? What is the best keyword?
Uh, the property management, sir.
Seems like it, right? 20% click-through rate on property management.
Yes.
Yeah, could be pretty good, right? So
Yeah.
ultimately, Gareth, this is what you want. And I didn't analyze it very deeply. I just saw that and was like, oh, okay, that stuck out. Ultimately, this is what you need your analysts to do. They need to be able to see, does that actually convert into the leads, right? And were those leads any good? Because to me, it seems a little bit counterintuitive that property management without a location would work, right? Because property management could be like London or property management New York, property management whatever. So it might be, I'm just guessing, that Google. Wait, this is an in-depth discussion. I'm not going to spend any more time here. Okay, continue, please. But the principle, you understand, Gareth, right? That if you
Yes, I understand, sir.
Okay.
Okay, little
Yep.
bit side note on the keywords. The keywords actually changes, so maybe what's relevant last month would not be relevant this month or maybe next month. Okay, yes,
Good.
okay, little bit insight on that, and then we can go to SEO. So I actually put our website on the GT metrics. So this thing is like a very advanced tool to like determine the score of our website. But there is like a lot of problems here. What's actually the biggest problem here is that most of the problems here are related to programming and then like HTML stuff.
Oh
I'm
my God.
very not familiar with this. So maybe I think I need to arrange with the IT team or
Nadia.
something. However, though, I find some problems that I could probably fix that myself. If you could go down, some of the images are like very large. It's around like 4 megabytes and 100 kilobytes. The safe standard is for the images to be under 500 kilobytes. So maybe if we could uh, to compress the images more, maybe we could improve the page speed. So yes, and then like other suggestions is to delete unused plugins on the WordPress and to improve the micro copy. So those are just like little like sentences that are scattered around the website. So I think that's all for me.
Right, fantastic. This is what we are looking for from this meeting, basically, to inspire you, like to share the knowledge, share the skills, share the insights. So you show a good example, Garrett, like take a look into deeper insight, deeper analysis in this one, and so it can inspire other squad as well. You know what? This is not basically not just optimized for management report itself. It could be to other website, other page, right? So really good on that, Garrett, and you are on the good track. Over to Mr. Zing.
Okay, listen up, everybody. I think Gareth, it's nothing personal. Just like when I mentioned when somebody does something bad, it's nothing personal either. Okay, but I think it's just a good example. What I like about what Gareth has done is this is stepping on toes. It's an F. We have an F on our page, which is good. It's better to know that you don't have a good page rather than carrying on thinking everything is fine for years and years and years and thinking everything is great. So this kind of reminds me of the Emperor's New Clothes. Somebody needs to tell if something isn't right, and this is a really good idea. I like that. I like that you're going above and beyond. You're taking initiative to use the galaxy of marketing tools that are available on the internet in the era of remote work to then discover it more, to get the details matter, to don't assume, use the data there so that we can find our points. Okay. Now, also, you didn't stop there. I like how you went and you looked and saw that you could fix some things on your own without having to wait for an expert to actually solve the problem for you. That's also really good. That is in the spirit of failing fast rather than waiting for somebody else to do something on your behalf. Okay. So this is all very positive. And the reason I'm bringing this up and recognizing it because I know all of you can probably do the same. This material that you can find is on the internet, right? You just need to Google search it, okay? Instead of asking, can I have permission to change this? Please, Gareth, I hope you changed it already, but you don't need to ask permission to make a positive contribution. You should just be like, hey, look, I took the guesswork out of it. It's fixed. There's nothing that delights your team. There's nothing that delights your bosses. There's nothing that delights your guests more than just solving problems and then, showing how the problems are being solved. Okay. So please, this is inspirational. This is something we can all adopt. The work isn't over yet, of course. This is really good inspection work, but we still have to implement all the changes so that we know where to go. but this inspires the light. Thank you, everybody. Please let's learn from what we see here. This is what I think a good meeting can be more like in the future. I'm inspired. Let's keep on going.
Right. Thank you very much, Garrett, for bringing it through, and thank you, Mr. Singh, for the recognition. Garrett, you want to say something more?
I just want to say thank you. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Okay, good. And last one is from the employee squad. So, from the employee squad, I saw from this today meeting, there is a few uh, adoption issue as well. So most of the core at the second on the timing. Okay. And also, I noticed at some point we also lack of the messaging as well. So in this part, we have a few a few project like the email blast that have the most effective channel to target audience. Wait, where is okay, and then social media and then distribution posts. But all of this project is meaningless if we still have same mistakes, same root problem. So perhaps I want to offer to Cindy real quick to perhaps bring up friction that currently you're facing with the awareness team on employee squad recently, Cindy.
Sorry Kak, can you repeat Kak? It was
Okay, okay. So basically, can you share with us what's your most recent friction that you're facing on the adoption tools, and also makes you don't achieve the SLA, Cindy?
okay. So personally for me and for the other team as well, it's from the messaging, and yeah, I need your guys' help to fix my messaging. Yeah,
Okay, okay. Messaging and then
and then the timing.
yeah, okay. So here's everyone. So in this meeting, we are not just celebrate the good things, good insight, but also be transparent as well. If you're facing some friction, just share it. This is a good core value. Cindy, be transparent. That's good. So we know, okay, right now, employee squad on the awareness need help from us, from everybody in this team. We have uh, 10 people here to bring the help to employee squad team, right? So I need you, Cindy, and Bila and Karis as well to uh, bring the what's called yeah, bring the okay that you have just published on the branding meeting on the next meeting, okay, on the Wednesday, so we can inspect which kind of message that you apa ya that's not converting. Okay, so perhaps we can help you on the messaging part. Other than that, perhaps Mr. Jim want to add something regarding this issue.
I think so. Okay, so if I understand correctly, we've identified the issue down to a simple element, right? It's something to do with the storytelling and the quality of the story itself. Okay, Cindy, for that, we would need some help. Why don't we do this, okay? Why don't you provide on the whiteboard on Miro examples of what you have been sending out as a message, okay? Provide maybe the most recent 5 or 6 attempts that you've sent out where the messaging has not gotten the result that you would have expected. Okay. And then what we can do then is when we have our meeting, or maybe we can do it even right after this. Okay. We can give you counter examples. This should have been done this way. This should have been done this way. This should have been done this way. Okay. Then that I think might actually help align the before and what you can try after. Okay. And that you can adopt, put it into practice, and let's see if the new examples work better, right? The new samples will work better.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Jim, for the addition. I saw Cindy you share Myro here. Okay, what we need to do with Myro here, Cindy, just real quick. You want to us to show it?
Yeah. I thought Mr. Ching asked for me to put in the my role for now, but
Okay, okay.
yeah. If you want to do it in the branding discussion, that would be also okay.
Yes, it's better we put it on the next meeting, yeah, on the Friday, so we have a prepared like Mr. Jing said, both Cindy and Karis, yeah, especially Karis that you mainly in charge on social media, so you mostly need to mastering the messaging, right? How you wrap up the storytelling and how is the timing. Okay, is it clear, Karis and Cindy? Okay, so the action point is provide the most recent most recent content on branding on the branding meeting, yeah, that we will discuss on Wednesday. Yes, Mr. Zing.
I know we're running out of time, but I just want to quickly reinforce the discussion topic that we had last week. I'll just share my screen real quick, Gani, and then I'll hand it back
Okay,
to you.
sir.
Okay. So please, don't forget, right? When we put out messaging, there's once again a few frames that we can use to frame our messages. Okay. One is the potential frame. You can read that. The other is the experience frame. The other is the blemish frame. The last one is the loss frame. These are just simple frameworks that you can try to contain your message in order to make it more persuasive and make it more compelling for people to follow. So, Cindy, what we should see is you can just go ahead and use this section over here for the fail cases, okay? Fail fast. Put your cases here, and then we can figure out, all right, how should Cindy have framed this in order to have a more successful result? All right? So there's the pathway, there's the thing. Adopt it. Okay, back over to Gadi.
Thank you very much, sir, by providing a good structure for help Cindy, Karis, and Bila awareness day on Blue Spot to strong. Am I lagging? Okay, so really hope by on the Wednesday next meeting we have an insightful meeting there, insightful discussion, yeah, to Karis and Cindy. Okay, the last one, I just want to quick inspect that we following our tools is basically can you guys see my screen? Spotlight. Okay, let's about the improve our timing. Okay, so this is again part of the adoption. Okay, we already have a good tools, we already have a good calendar, but I just saw only guest core team that use it, that adopt well it. So I congratulate Kak Wei and Reza by using it actively calendar on Koda. So perhaps just quick, just a quick opinion from Kak Wei. So Kak Wei, by using these tools, using this calendar, how do you feel?
It helps me a lot, especially for Instagram, updating Instagram ya, because I refer to this calendar every time I post something on Instagram. So yeah, it helps a lot.
Yeah, other than that, remember, we are a marketing team. We are supposed to be uh, ahead ahead next the market situation. You know what I mean? We supposed to be know the opportunity that we have like 2, 3, 4 weeks ahead. Okay, so we already have good structure here. We understand the leisure travel journey map that already implemented on the calendar, which is good. And also on the every month we have collect the event like have a big opportunity that we can grab the opportunity. Like for example, in March there cycling in Jogja movement. Exciting, bring it by Reza. So very good Reza to bring this event. So that's something that we will okay. And Rapira, and then also we have some event in Ubud. Apa kemarin in Ubud like big event in Ubud ya, Mr. Zing ya. I forgot the name. Bali Spirit Festival. Yeah, so those kind of event like also okay about the Joyland and Papiran. This is how we mapping where the opportunity happen, and the most important thing is the apa those audience, how we target those audience event compared embedded with the timing. So really need on the adoption part. This part is Reza and Tawe, how we prepare on those big events together. Mr. Singh, an addition?
Yeah. Wade, really good work here. This is really fun work. This is fun work because it indicates now that you're planning. And it also makes it easier for anybody to inspect later and understand, okay, if something didn't work, why? Was it because we didn't plan, we didn't execute? So it really drills that in. Now, I'm going to ask Cindy a question. Cindy, do we use a similar calendar on PR for HR?
Yeah, we have the PR calendar, and we also have the distribution post planning.
Really? Bila just
Yeah,
shared
I
with me
already
a
attached
calendar,
it.
and it didn't show anything on it. It just showed like School of Vokasi UI on the whole entire month. So I was kind of confused. Okay, Cindy, maybe what you can do is this. Perhaps I don't have the good data. Please send me the PR or the employee squad calendar. Okay, just share it with me in Slack or share it with me here. I'll take a look at it because I saw something different. Okay, let's go. Wait, good work. I'm glad to see that. One last thing, everybody. It's good that you think about we have a two-sided market, right? We have supply, we have demand. Supply is what is happening in Bali and Jogja. Demand is what is happening in the home country of the person there. Okay. So, for example, what's happening in Singapore this month? Are there any holidays where people could be traveling to Bali? What's happening in Australia? What's happening in Thailand? I don't know. What's happening in all the inbound markets that could be something that could help Bali, right? Or that could be a reason to travel to Bali. So these are some things to also think about too. I like the calendar right now because it is very supply side driven, but it's also important to say, hey, look, long weekend coming up this week in Australia. Why not fly to Bali for the first time in 2 years? Something like that. So you get both sides of the equation. Okay. Otherwise, fine work. Good.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Jing. And this also will be beneficial for Jesselyn, as Jesselyn want to take over the Instagram this month. And I really need help from Jesselyn to embed your planning by looking at this calendar. Okay, Jesselyn? Okay, that's great. And continue to the next spot, which is the partner spot. Okay. So, Gareth, perhaps do you have any explanation what's happened in partner spot calendar?
Okay, so as you can see there, on Tuesday I started the experiment right on the Google Ads, and then like it's supposed to go until 9th of March, but however it ended yesterday, I think. So I think I need to update about that. And about the MMP SEO, it is our experiment, Kak. The one with the meta description, I think he said is for 1 week. So until we reach until that date, I think we should change into another meta description.
Okay, let's have a uh, quick inspection. I don't know, to Avia, this new person here. So Avia, do you see any missing in this calendar, in this partner spot calendar, Avia?
Yes, I think there's
Yes, Avia?
there's something missing here.
Yes, what is it? Can you mention it compared to previous calendar?
Um,
No?
um,
Just guess, Avia, it's okay.
the content, I think.
Okay, the content, yeah. Okay. Next to Aurora. Aurora, same question. What is still missing in this calendar?
I think like this calendar is like of time, like I mean the exact time or hours. I mean, the calendar that I have, like it has the exact time. For example, like 9 a.m. until 10 a.m. or something like that, so we can really be precise on what time we should have on to do some tasks. I think that's it.
Timing about the hours, yeah, and in the morning or
Yes,
evening. Other than that,
yes.
Aurora. we see a bigger picture here. Other than that,
Um,
come on.
I think I
No?
think for now that is just something that I can conclude. But if you have a better idea, I would like to share that.
Uh, okay, I doesn't hear clearly, Aurora.
Okay, so probably like that's all that I can conclude it from the
Okay,
calendars. Yeah, if you have any better ideas, that I will
okay,
love to hear it.
okay. Thank you, Avia and Aurora. Next to Jesselyn. All right, Jesselyn, what's still missing in this part?
Uh, I think it's also on the content side, but like what lies ahead, like after date after 10, what kind of plans do we have on the next week? I think that's what's missing because with planning we need to see ahead. Gitu mas.
Yes. Is it look is ini kan terlihat dengan jelas ya nggak sih? How can I see the calendar mode? Okay. Nah, okay. As you can see here, every date is have a plan. Every date have a content. Every date have a action. So after 10, there is no activity. This is also question to Avia and Aurora. Do you guys doesn't see this? This is a big like why you guys cannot see it? Okay, it's very clear. There's empty calendar, meaning that empty action, no plan. Okay, so Garrett, this is just input for you. It is having a plan is really important in this marketing. Okay, so you already have a good good direction, good project, and good insight. But right now, improve your timing. Okay, like remember, I remember last week, Kak Wei just told me that there is a flight open border for Sydney, Singapore, and what else? Kak Wei satu lagi, I forgot. This also, yeah, this also could be a good timing for you to send message, to send a signal to property owners. Hey, property owners, hey, villa owners, there is a market border open and there is a lot of guests is coming in Bali. Why you don't preparing your villa and then be ready to leading the market, right? You can use this kind of message. So we need in order to leading the market, we need to understand the opportunity that we have. Something like issue news like regulasi like zero quarantine is also good timing for us, right? Hey, the market is lebih terbuka lagi. Ayo siapkan filamu, join Bukit Vista, something like that, Gareth. Yeah. So what I need to do is to prepare your calendar, and on branding meeting, I will inspect it. Right?
Okay, Kak. Noted.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank you,
very much.
Gareth. Mr. Zing.
Yeah, one thing that could be an efficient tool. Hey, listen, everybody. So we're here in a chapter. Let's try to learn from what other people have done successfully. What I see in this guest squad is this, everyone. There's programming. Okay, what does programming look like? There's always something that we're going to talk about on a on a Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, there's always something that we're going to talk about on a Tuesday. So you can think of essentially your calendar as a program. Okay, it can be like, oh, restaurants do this, right? It's Taco Tuesday, or it's Happy Hour Fridays, or it's Family Sundays. Whatever it is, have some sort of regular themed announcement you want to talk about on one day of the week, so that you then start looking for the content that fits that theme. Once you do that, you have a far easier time than arranging your calendar, because you've made a lot of decisions already. You've already decided every Monday I will talk about Bali politics, right? Tuesday I will talk about buying land and land prices. Maybe Wednesday I will talk about whatever. So it becomes almost like meal planning or radio programming or TV scheduling. So you don't need to make so many of the perfect. Thank you so much. Right there it is. Okay, so we can adopt this guideline. We can adopt this framework for actually how we schedule our calendars. And that would make things very, very easy. You don't have to then make, oh, what do I need to do this week? What do I do? No, I need to, I already know what I need to do. Okay. So that helps the decision making, and it makes calendar building so much easier. Okay. So for those of you in the sides that haven't implemented this, please consider using it, and you should see more success in your SLAs. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Zing. And yep, these tools basically to help you to achieve better SLA. Is not make you more complicated. No. This is makes your life easier. like is using Google Calendar, right? Oh, this today I will have meeting. This is tomorrow I have this is, and this is makes your plan getting easier. Okay. Make your apps, make your message related on the timing. That's very what marketing is it, right? Okay. So on the conclusion, I need to get it to complete the calendar, completed by a branding meeting. Okay, and then right now to employee squad, still on the previous issue on the adoption of calendar. Perhaps I don't know. Perhaps Cindy, you can show us. Is it correct like this? If calendar event, is this what you mean, Cindy?
Yeah,
Karis?
yeah, that's our calendar event, but we also have a distribution plus post planning, which is in another calendar, and I will integrate it after this.
Okay, okay.
Oh, Gani, could you go step back to February if we go to the March, let's go to February. Okay, listen up, everybody. This is something that I want to talk about. Okay, this one I think is a good example of what we should not do. Once again, when I praise, it's nothing personal, but when I condemn or critic, it's nothing personal either. It's something to do with the work. Okay, so not you. You're a great person, all right, but the work here is not good. The first reason it's not good is we have one event that covers the entire month. That cannot possibly be a good way to allocate time. That means we need to pay attention to it every single day. Sure. Actually, this is a perfect example. Perfect example of this. Do we have any interns from UI School of Vokasi this year? We do not. Am I right? So by overemphasizing the importance of one thing, you have made it completely unimportant. Does that make sense? If you say every day I will do this, it almost disappears and it becomes invisible over time. So if you really wanted to actually focus on getting UI School of Vokasi internship, what you should have actually put in the calendar is when do you need to activate that relationship, right? What needs to be done before their internship program starts, not to mark it on your calendar for the entire month. So that is not a good use of how to use a calendar. That's number one. Number two, we had BVE talk, we had the events leading up to it, we had the events leading off, we had all these employee events, but I don't see any of them actually on the February calendar. Now, why is that important? Because we just realized that during the BVE talk, there were no applicants, right? That's like having a massive campaign and getting no leads, no whatever, and no anything. So that's not so good. We need to then be able to trace back to see, okay, what did we do that was wrong, right? I understand right now the calendar is kind of all over the place. People do different things. It's not centralized, but this is why we need a calendar. Okay, so that when things don't go as planned, we can go back and we can study, okay, what did we actually screw up on? Right now, we don't even know. We can't even look. We don't know where the material is. Okay, so please keep
Okay.
that in mind in terms of how to use a calendar correctly, everyone.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Zing. Oh, this one ya Cindy ya, that you mean by distribution post timing ya. Oh, tanggal berapa, ngirim apa, ke apa, topiknya tentang apa. But I kinda hard to see it because it's unable on the calendar display. Okay, so I saw you set up something, but it's still need a few adjustment. Come to me, and I will help you to perhaps to migrate it on the calendar. Yeah, technical issue. Both Cindy and Karis, especially Karis, because you managing the social media for employee squad, so you need to have a adopt these tools. Okay, I think just this, everyone. Thank you for coming to this meeting.
Last
Already
thing.
over time.
Okay.
Yes,
Last
Mr.
thing.
Lim.
I know we've gone over time, but I want to say one more thing. Okay. So if you believe, right, that during this meeting you are still unclear about what you need to do in order to reach your goals, please right now, and it can be, please just be honest. Okay. I'd rather you be honest and be like, I still don't understand. Just indicate somehow that you still don't understand. Okay. You can wave your hand, or you can put up a sign on the chat. Just indicate that you don't understand. Okay. Since nobody has said anything, I'll ask the opposite question. If now you perfectly understand what you need to do this week in order to achieve your goals, okay, please give me a thumbs up then. Okay.
Mr. Ching, I
Yes.
actually want to ask Kak Gani one specific question.
Yeah.
So I'm just a bit confused. What is like the specific question that I should ask to Bella and Irfan? I was a bit mixed up.
Very good. Okay. All right. That's an excellent thing. Gareth, let's have a sub discussion on that. You can add me too in as well. Okay. I will direct you. The specific question I would ask, and thank you, Gareth. Gareth, I think you've done really well again by actually asking the question. Okay. Being transparent. The question you need to ask is, what exactly am I doing really well? All right. That's what you need to analyze. What exactly is working really well for you? Because if you have discovered that you're getting a much richer, right, lead to view ratio, it means that you have pointed something in the right direction. One of your keywords is working really well. Maybe your messaging is working really well. Maybe your timing is working well. If you haven't told us what it is, it probably means that you don't know what it is yet. So you need somebody to inspect and actually understand for you. The reason why is so that in your next campaign, you can do more of what's working and less of what's not working. Okay. That's essentially the essence of your question that you need to ask. Okay. And you should get a high quality answer back. All right. That's it. Thank you, Gareth, for actually asking. Now, since
Okay, thank you.
Gareth opened up and broke the ice, does anybody else have any questions that they would like to have clarified? Because I'm going to surprise you later if you didn't ask a question. All right. So would you like to be surprised, or would you like to actually just say, I didn't understand right now? Okay. All right. This is the surprise. I expect then during all your squad meetings, when you say, this is essentially why I didn't hit my SLA, I expect you to say, but I now know what I need to do, right? And then we will check upon your work next week, okay? So this is not, I hope, a waste of time for Gani, for us to analyze and inspect everything. This hopefully has enriched your understanding about what to do. It made you confident that doing what you do makes it work, and you have a plan now, okay? That should be the end result, like we said at the very beginning of this meeting. Now, I'm gonna give you guys another chance, okay? I know some of you might not be comfortable saying things in public, but please do this. If you really have any questions, please ask Gani before you have your squad meeting tomorrow, because I will expect during the squad meetings you to say something intelligent and say, yeah, I figured out what was going wrong. I'm gonna be able to fix it by doing this plan now, okay? That's that. Thank you, everybody, for your patience today. Hopefully this inspires delight. But let's go on and reach our goals this month. Okay? Goodbye, everyone.